Today we are shooting a short 3 to 5 minute reel based on a girl that has found herself in another world. What we're attempting to do is utilize virtual production techniques, ICVFX, to shoot the scene. So we're shooting everything in a virtual production studio today using Unreal Engine.
This storyline of Sleeping Beauty is about a young girl who is in the archery team and she's somehow magically transported into a forest full of dangerous creatures with just her wits and her bow and arrows. So how will she survive?
X3D is really about the future where production is going. For years now we've been talking about virtual production. I think finally it's being realized through LEDs, through experiences such as AR, VR. ICVFX, it's already composited on set. That means your background and your foreground could be a talent, and then the camera actually composites everything together to create the one image. So we don't have to go through the process of bringing the layers together. When green screen, you have to. You kind of bypass a very tedious post-production process.
We're not rushing from location to location, and we're not chasing the light. Here we can shoot 7 scenes in one day, very calmly. We can actually take the time to concentrate on the story rather than worrying about time, location, and budgets.
Putting it together before we get into shoot took us about 2 months.
We kind of had to start from ground up, so we had to understand the system with Unreal Engine, creating the virtual world, building of the scenes, animations, and understanding the technical side of what we want to shoot. We have to lock a lot more of our decisions creatively before we get on set.
That is the difference between traditional filmmaking and virtual production. So everything is front-loaded, pre-visualization, but when you get to the actual shoot, it would be faster and more cost-efficient.
This is something completely new for me. When I arrived on set and saw the forest for the first time, it was just like mind blown. It's incredible because I actually get to see the world that's built around me, and usually that's something that I just have to imagine.
We built a neighborhood street, buildings in there, street lights. The other is this mystical forest, kind of like gnarly trees, and within that sits this hidden dragon. And is actually a piece of animation. We have an extra layer of people. We call it the brain bar. We're able to control a lot of the images and the LEDs, even mixing virtual lighting onto a DMX. The filmmaker is able to play in that space as if they were in a real location.
You can go into a lot of detail to craft the scene, craft the locations. It really does open the door to storytelling, and I hope Singapore filmmakers really take advantage of it.
It's just been really phenomenal because it's going to allow people to imagine what was not previously possible, basically stretch their imagination, their creativity, their filmmaking techniques and skills. I think that the end product will look fantastic.